Welcome to Direction Northeast. Hello, I'm Sarah Williams.
And I'm Amber Langlois. This program is a presentation of the Mass Communications Department of Northeast State Community College, and it's produced by the students throughout the college video production facilities. This is a series of programs designed to bring you the student perspective on events and happenings throughout Northeast Tennessee. The program and the reports within it are a part of the classroom and laboratory learning process for students in broadcasting and advertising public relations part of the mass communication area.
In this episode, we are going to look at the new technologies that are flooding the market and changing our daily lives.
Reporters will take you from getting perfect directions through a geosynchronous satellite on GPS to gathering a few hundred of your closest friends together online for some social networking.
Finally, call all your friends and talk whenever and wherever you please. Cell phones have changed the way we communicate with each other. All of this and more when we return on Direction Northeast.
I've had a great experience at Northeast State. It has a lot to do with my teachers. They really set you up to succeed.
The cardiovascular technology program is one of 23 accredited programs in the United States. We have standards that are higher than other programs that we must meet.
With a new building and bigger facilities, it will enhance every student's experience.
The Regional Center for Health Professions, located in the new Kingsport Academic Village, houses all Northeast State's health-related programs. Northeast State, we're here to get you there.
I don't think like you. I don't laugh at the same jokes as you.
I don't speak like you.
I don't eat the food you do.
I don't celebrate the same holidays as you.
But I will help save your life.
When you help the American Red Cross, you help America.
Finding your way around has always had its pitfalls. Years ago, ancient travelers relied on map makers and the stars to tell where they were. Maybe things haven't changed that much.
Today we use portable GPS devices to find our way. From going on a vacation to finding where to deliver pizza, GPS is fast becoming a technology you must have. Today, my co-host Sarah Williams tells us about GPS.
8.1 miles. Turn left on Tennessee 75.
Today, everyone has benefited or used the technology we know as GPS. Global positioning systems are everywhere, from our computers to our cars, from our cell phones. GPS has progressed on a journey that took it from a limited use technology now to the widely popular device it is today.
It used to be these really big, bulky, unpractical devices. Now they're nearly pocket size and they have a lot more features. You can sync your phone up to it and have Bluetooth and actually hear your phone calls through your speakers with the GPS.
GPS has helped me get from point A to point B a lot faster than I would on my own because I'm directionally challenged.
Ever since I had GPS, it's been an absolute dream. I visited Atlanta about 6 months ago, and I got caught in rush hour, and I didn't know where anything was. And it got me right to where I needed to be. Otherwise, I would have been crying. It would have been awful.
It also is taken. It gives you a time when you get there. So it's a lot easier. I could call ahead and say, hey, I'll be around 7 o'clock or something like that.
I can get sort of a sense of what time I'm going to arrive, like to class, because it has the arrival tool and everything on it. And especially with points of interest, like if I'm somewhere and I'm not familiar with the grocery store where one is, it'll tell me using that feature.
Some of the more fancy ones I know are for truck drivers. They'll tell you the clearance of the bridges and stuff like that. An average cost would probably be about $150 depending on the brand that you want. The top brands would probably be Garmin and TomTom, but the Mio brand and Motorola are close behind.
While using GPS in our cars is currently a luxury, like air conditioning or power windows, it is becoming the standard. New GM models come fully equipped with GPS installed already in their dashboard. And though GPS has come a long way, it wasn't always this convenient.
In the old days, and for years and years and years in aviation, you always had to have a ground-based receiver to navigate from. So those were called VORs, or in the military they were called TACANs. And you could have a VOR and DME, which gave you a direction away from that position on the ground and a distance. That was a huge thing. If you actually knew how far away you were and weren't using your watch to figure out timing, as you flew away from it, you know, which are affected by winds and your direction and how accurate your compass is, those kind of things. So you would use the ground-based receiver, and if I wanted to go literally from here to Atlanta, I couldn't fly directly from Johnson City to Atlanta. I would have to go by Knoxville, or I'd have to go, you know, by Waycross, Georgia, and then to Atlanta, because I'd have to keep from making sure I didn't get lost, I'd have to fly to that, over that nav aid, that VOR on the ground, and then make my turn, fly to that next nav aid, and then figure out what direction from that nav aid was Atlanta, and then fly that way. And so instead of me going from here to Atlanta direct, I was going here, here, and here. And you can see the inefficiency of that compared to current GPS, which is here to here. You can have it in your car. You know, instead of having to consult 4 or 5 road maps to get to where you want to go, you just put in, I want to go to Grandma's house, and it takes you the quickest, most easy, most efficient route to Grandma's house.
What a lot of people don't realize is obviously you use GPS for, you know, mainly utility purposes, getting from point A to point B, but there are a lot of other things you can do with it too. One of them is called geocaching, which is sort of, it's a planet-wide Easter egg hunt, really. They've got an online database that you can go to where they have coordinates uploaded, and you'll go and download the coordinates into your GPS and then track down the location where it is. And they'll have something like an ammo box or a small crate or something like that with a logbook, and it has the signatures of everybody who's been there and checked out the spot and everything like that. Maybe a couple of little trinkets, you know, things like that, sort of like what you might put in a time capsule or something. So you go and you fill out the logbook and you go and report back to the database and everything like that. But they've got these things hidden all over the planet, and it's really kind of cool. It's you know, it's all hidden very specifically so that nobody who just sort of stumbles upon it can find it.
As we have learned, GPS has revolutionized the way we think, travel, and drive. This has been Sarah Williams reporting for Direction Northeast.